So what up 2K fans, it's your boy Shake, and shout out to my Shake squad. Welcome to the NBA 2K23 MyPlayer Builder. Today we're going to discuss how the MyPlayer looks, works, and how it differs from 2K22, and some important details that you need to pay attention to when designing your build. Now this footage was captured at the 2K Community Day in Hollywood, California with a limited amount of time. I'd be shocked if someone made a goated Season 1 build at a rushed Community Day event with 100 people walking around. So I'm gonna keep it real with you guys and show you 3 builds today, starting with some of the new hairstyles. So keep in mind, when I saw these hairstyles, I already had a build in mind. I wanted to come out the gate with a Zion Williamson type build or LeBron James, and I found something similar to Zion, so I wanted to stick with that. But unfortunately, we could not change our faces afterwards. So once you chose a hairstyle, you had to stick with it for the entire duration of the event. Obviously, these are facial templates, not all of the new hairstyles, but I'm glad they threw a couple in there. So first I'm gonna show you how it looks, teach you how it works, and then reveal some gameplay. So first up, we got that 6'8", 234-pound small forward with a 7'3" wingspan. Immediately notice this is a well-rounded build with very few attribute levels above 90. Now take a look at your badges. Notice how they've been split into tiers. Your tier 3 badges are the most popular game-changing badges. Overly balanced builds get very few gold and Hall of Fame tier 3 badges. So at first glance, it would appear that the demigod builds of the past got nerfed. You'll come to that conclusion as well when you try to make some of your favorite overpowered builds from 2K22. Now, a couple things. We don't know what the season or legend rewards are. If they're gameplay related, let's say like 2K20, we might see badges get a 1 level upgrade at legend. We also don't know how many badges we get for making new builds, or how many we earn for grinding a season. In 2K22, you got 4 extra badges just for going to college. So a balanced build like this could turn out to be a demigod after grinding a few seasons. So that's just a few things to keep in mind if making an all-round build is a must for you right out the gate. And when you complete it, we get a 3-level score with shades of Paul George, Gerald Wallace, and OG Anunoby. Now for my next build, I made some modifications. Same height, weight, and wingspan, but notice the amount of attribute points I gave to the finishing category. The previous build only had 14 potential badge points in the finishing category. Now we have 27. Specializing in slashing gave me more gold tier 3 badges. Completing this build gets you an inside-out score with shades of LeBron James. So if you want to make a LeBron-like build, this is definitely how you do it. Now let's expand the category and show you the attribute requirements for a couple tier 3 badges. Also, take a look at the 4 badges in tier 3 versus the badges in tier 1 and 2. These will be your best overall badges for slashing and finishing. The requirement for gold slithery is an 89 driving layup or a 92 driving dunk. I only have an 85 lay, but I do have a 93 dunk, so I do meet the requirement. For a 6'8" small forward, you need a 99 driving dunk to get Posterizer Hall of Fame. And look at the amount of strength you need for gold or Hall of Fame bully. Making a bully breed build on that level would require a lot more sacrifice. Now take a look at my tier 3 shooting badges. With an 83 ball, you only get bronze limitless. This is why I said catch and shoot will be way more useful. You only need an 81 ball handle for Hall of Fame ankle breaker. There's gonna be a lot of big guys snapping ankles this year. So you might need that 86 perimeter defense for Hall of Fame ankle braces. So when you complete this build, we get another inside out score with shades of RJ Barrett and Andrew Wiggins. Now it's time to get in there and test the build. There's a lot to learn here, so take notes. So first things first, to equip your tier 3 badges, you have to equip 10 badge points between tiers 1 and 2. So it's either or, you do not need 10 badge points in each tier. As I equip badges, there's a counter in tier 3 showing you how many you need until it opens up. Side note, there are challenges to unlock your tier 3 badges, so expect to complete those first in the full game. Now let's take a look at the far right where you have your 4 core badges. These badges cost 0 badge points. Since your tier 3 badges are the most game-changing and they require the most badge points to select, it's best practice to core one of your tier 3 badges. Keep in mind, a badge must be equipped to earn progress towards its core badge challenge, and completing that challenge makes it eligible to become a free core badge. Now, I want you to get this down. The bare minimum to get a tier 3 badge is 15 badge points in any given attribute category. This is because a bronze tier 3 badge will cost you 5 badge points. So 10 badges between tier 1 and 2, and 5 for a bronze tier 3. If you don't have 15 badges in a certain attribute category, but you're close to it, your build will get better with time, as long as 2K is still giving out extra badges for grinding throughout the season. So take a look at my badge selection. I was able to select 3 tier 3 badges with 23 total finishing badges, 10 between tier 1 and 2, 13 in tier 3. Making Posterizer a core badge was free. Limitless and Bully cost me 13 badge points. So always take advantage of a free tier 3 badge when you can. With 15 or more badge points, you should always have enough to equip 2 or more tier 3 badges. So now that you know this, decide on what kind of build you want to make and then go from there. Choose 2 categories you must have maxed out. Do the math on the badges you want for tier 3. Once you get the game and max out all of your badges by completing challenges, this thought process will become second nature. 2K came up with the tier system so specialized builds would have a huge advantage in certain categories, but also have major weaknesses in others. So I hope I simplified this for you. Save this video and come back to use it as a reference if you get confused when the game drops. Also, it should be noted that old gen or current gen has the 2K22 next gen MyPlayer builder, so no tier system. One thing I want to drive home is that you don't actually have to be a role player with this new MyPlayer builder. Steph Curry is known for being great at 2 major things, dribbling and shooting, and he's not a role player. Ja Morant is known for being great at 2 major things, playmaking and slashing, and he's not a role player. So you're not a role player as long as you specialize your build. You're just not going to be a ball hog and do all the work anymore. Even Michael Jordan, the GOAT himself, couldn't get over the hump until he started to lean on his teammates more. So now we're gonna finally dive into some gameplay. Notice the choice between 3v3 and 5v5 when testing out your build. Everyone's chosen randomly. It also shows the player builds. Notice Luka Doncic, a versatile offensive force. So this is the location for the 3v3 test. Notice you don't see any of my stats or any badges popping up. And don't be alarmed, 2K removed one of the adrenaline boosts for this demo. It shouldn't be like that in the real game. And here are your camera options. Some of them you remember or didn't even use. A lot of them you can modify really nicely now. I'm gonna try out this new on-court cam because it kind of reminds me of that old arcade basketball game, Run and Gun 2. Personally, I wish this 3v3 setting was actually outside in some kind of like outdoor court. Maybe something like the blacktop. That way it'll feel more like you're at the park. But at this point, I decided to change the camera and go back to 2K low and modify it to look like the standard 2K cam, but a little bit closer so, you know, if I like this cam, I can use it for thumbnails and things like that. But notice the back cuts. If you let the AI run the offense, they'll get away with that every possession. Right here, the catch and shoot bomb, knocking it down. The higher your 3-point rating, the more you can exploit that, as the AI gets another back cut swift assist. It's like they don't really play good defense. Look how my team does it too. So if you just sit to the side, that might just keep happening. So remember, I'm on my inside out score with an 80 block rating. D'ing up on Andrew Wiggins, we still get the block on the way up. So you guys that play interior defense, if you time it correctly, you can still block a lot of shots. This build is well-rounded, so you should be able to do a lot of that. And look at Andrew Wiggins. This man is out here doing park dunks, styling on me. Right here, I try to get the screen and pop, but I mistime it. Jared Allen with the rebound and the lob, dunking on him. That was a pretty nice possession. As you guys can see, you still got to time those lobs, but look at this right here. I want you guys to pay close attention. I tried to use the right stick when I was caught out of position, and 2K does not hold my hand and launch me forward to get a good contest. It's like I wasn't even there, and that's how it should be. So testing out the build again. Jarrett Allen on the other team. I get another block, but they still score anyway. Next possession. Get the pump fake. I'm going to use my bully strength, get to the rim, and score on 2 defenders. That's with Silver Bully and high finishing ratings. As I get another block now on Anunoby. Get that mess out of here. Right here, they ran out of time. They had to shoot it from the checkup. I get the rebound, and I'm going to try to bully him one more time as I get the dime. My man is always cutting to the rim. It's crazy. Right here, I'm going to cut to the rim and get a free dunk. I couldn't choose my dunk packages, so I wasn't really going for posterizers and things like that. Right here, we got switched out. You might have noticed I lost an adrenaline boost when I jumped out on Murray because I was using the speed boost. And right here, I already used one. I'm going to spin off him and use my bully badge to get to the rim. Easy layup, looking like Zion Williamson out there. Trying to stop this man. Another block. We got a balanced bully still out here doing work. DeJounte Murray with the spin and the brick. Jarrett Allen with the board. Can't score over Ayton. Dishes it up court. And I'm going to bully my way to the rim again. Easy layups. Can't wait to be able to start going for posterizers as I snag another board up 10-16. I pull up the icons and I'm still able to dribble and get a little bit of a speed burst right to the rim, dunking on him. 10-18. Not sure why Ayton is bringing the ball up like this, but I salvaged the play. I'm down to 1 adrenaline boost. Get him with the momentum dribble. Then I'm going to use my strength regardless. Get to the rim and easy buckets over the little man. 20-10 pump fake. I want the ball back. We're going to hit him with a jab step and a spin move. Go right to the rim. Oh no, I stopped first and I still get there and we end the game 22-10. This concludes my LeBron James MyPlayer builder test for 2K23. My suggestion is to make specialized builds for season 1. A balanced build like this one could turn out to be goated with time if we're allowed to earn extra badge points. But specialize your build with 90+ attribute ratings so you can dominate right out the gate in season 1. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this LeBron-like build. So as always, smack that like and subscribe. Tune in to your boy. Turn on notifications for more vids like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.